Texas, and we are finally here for the season finale in the ARCA series. From what I've heard and seen, the tire wear is extreme here. Really crazy. People were getting down in like 20s and 30% for the right front, which is crazy. So that should make this interesting. Should be a lot of fun. It's a 40-lap race as well, 5 laps longer than the standard length, which is going to make tire saving that much more important. We'll do what we can. We'll try and qualify up front, but I'm really going to be backing the pace down in the race. Hopefully we won't fall too far back, but we'll see. Our main goal is just going to be save the tires.
Green flag, green flag. Here comes your first
We are car number 3. Hopefully we have a fun one. Hopefully we can get it around okay without doing too bad. Turn 1 and 2 feels pretty good, turns pretty well, but then 3 and 4 it is insanely tight. Really doesn't want to turn at all. Little tap of the brakes there to try and get it to the bottom. This is not going to be a fast lap because of that.
One more lap.
30.6, that's not terrible. I did a 30.5 in practice. We'll see if we get a little bit extra speed here. Keep it from getting a little loose. That's good. Not bad. Really good through 1 and 2 actually. We'll be slightly better through 3 and 4. It's really struggling to turn, but we do go a bit quicker. We're going to jump that by 3/10, which is my best lap. 2:91. I will take that. We do not have a 1:75, but 2:91 is 3/10 faster than what I ran in practice, so I can be real happy with that. And we just gotta hope we can hang on and don't fall too far back and don't burn up our stuff and just lose a ton of spots at the end. Tire wear has been nuts this week. It's really cool to get a race like that where you really have to concentrate on just taking care of your car instead of just going out there and doing 35 or 40 qualifying laps. Like, you actually have to drive and make sure you're not pushing too hard, at least until it matters at the end. But we're hanging on to third place at the moment and waiting on a couple people left. 11 car just finished his laps. We got the 12 and the 16. Neither one of them have done anything yet. We'll see if they put in a lap. Got a couple people with a couple incidents out there for qualifying. Probably getting loose in 1 and 2. If you're pushing it pretty hard, it does start to want to get loose, and then you can bounce it off that apron. And then it could be a little bit tricky on exit. But we're not going to be pushing it nearly even close to what we just did in qualifying there, just to take care of that right front once we get into the race. We'll see what we can do. Still haven't changed the paint scheme on this. I need to update it. I need to go through and update all of them. I just haven't had time. Probably going to go back to more of a more dark colors, like gray and black with some red. That's what I always used to run, and then I switched to more lighter colors recently, the past year or so, and I think I want to transition back into darker colors again. We'll see if I can come up with anything. Probably not going to do anything too fancy with whatever it is I come up with. Just waiting on the 16 now, and it does not look like he is doing anything, so I guess we'll wait 10 more seconds, and it looks like we'll be able to start third, so that's pretty good. I can be happy with that. I just hope we can get into a rhythm and I can get to where I'm saving my right front. We got Kevin in here. He's number 5. We'll give him a good luck. We've raced with him several times in this series, I believe. Always races good. So good luck to him. And good luck to everybody. I think this should be a fun one. Should be interesting. With all that tire wear, it brings in a whole different kind of element to these races, and I think it could be a lot of fun if we can get it past the first few corners and make sure we're in a safe spot.
871.
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
What did he say? 2,700 or something? Strength of field? 2,800? Pretty late in the week doing this. If you missed my NIS race when I said it, I had to take some days off. And didn't do any racing for the first few days. So I didn't get to the ARCA Series Monday or Tuesday.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
So we're doing it now. But should be fine. Season finale here. Week 13, I'm probably going to take most of the days off. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to run NIS or any other race. We'll see what it looks like. I don't know. I need to do a hard reset after this season. Hopefully we can end it on a good note. And apparently Jared, I may be pronouncing your name wrong, but him in the 19 car is a viewer, so good luck to him as well. 2 car is going to go beat the pace car by half a second to the line.
Hell, I think he was blinking out sitting there on the grid, man.
Maybe he's gone. I don't. Did you just keep going?
Yeah, man, I see like nobody.
Huh. Well, maybe this won't be a clean one. Hopefully
Is
it
that
will.
him way up there?
I think his throttle's stuck.
Dude, I don't know what the hell is going on.
Get ready.
Yeah, you can see him backing way off for whatever the one car is doing there. I would probably be doing the same thing. We're coming to the green. Probably going to need to move those brakes all the way back to 57 pretty quick here, but we'll see. We'll see what the pace is like throughout the field.
Outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
I think
Tell yourself
Clear
50.
high. Clear high.
it is, being this late in the week, everyone's got the idea and has understood it is tire saving central here. So we're not going to see anything too crazy. Might give this spot here.
Got one inside.
Thought about it, but then the entire field came flying up. Did not want to be on the outside, but we'll
Clear low.
take that and hopefully get to the bottom now. I was going to let Kevin go by and get in behind him, but then he had a whole bunch of people there. You see he's saving tires, and we are starting to pull a little farther ahead than we probably need to. I think the guys just directly behind us are going a bit too hard to start off with. If they want to go ahead of me, I think we're going to have no problem letting them go. Just turn that steering wheel as little as possible throughout the corners. Slow down as much as you can to where you barely have to turn the wheel to turn the car. And that is how you save tires. It's going to get harder and harder to do that as the tires wear out.
Michael, I'd like to scooch on by.
Copy that.
Hang on, David Webb.
We'll let the 18 go. Burn up his stuff on the outside. Should be able to get back to him, I would expect. I think him and the 6 are just pushing a bit too hard right now. We got a big gap behind everyone else. We're just going to back off here, I think.
Yeah, one inside. Stay high. There's the car on the low side. Clear low, clear low. Yeah, one inside.
Yeah, we get in right here behind him.
Clear low, clear low.
Nice little pocket to sit in, and we should have a good spot to save tires. Hopefully we can stay ahead of those guys behind us, the 13 and the 14. Hopefully we'll be moving forward at the end instead of backwards. We will see, though. Might be slowing down a little bit too much in 1 and 2 right now. Feel like we're not doing great in 3 and 4, but you see them pushing way up. I think they're entering way too hard. The 6 car. I think that's going to end up tearing that right front up. You got the leader up there who's running the top side. In 1 and 2, it just looked like. So that's interesting. I don't think that's where you want to be with this amount of tire wear. Not sure. Might need to pick up the pace just a little bit. I don't want to fall too much further back if we can help it.
Sorry.
But I think we should be in a decent spot here. And just hang on. The 10 car now is the first car behind us. We're sitting in 6th place. Kind of missed the bottom that time. As the bottom gets hotter and hotter too, as the people run down there, it's going to get harder and harder to
William Peters,
keep the car down there.
Get this done. Come on.
Looks like it's pretty clean race so far, though. Haven't seen any contacts and nothing, no smoke or anything that we've caught up to. That was a bad corner entry, though. That was not a good one. They're going to gain a lot on us behind us. I hope we're doing okay on the tires. It'd be a shame to drop a couple spots and then never be able to come back up. I need to get 3 and 4 figured out. I'm okay through 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is just so tight, and I'm really trying to be careful. That was good there. That felt a lot better. We just keep up with these two. I think we'll be in decent shape. Now, 1 and 2, there's so much more rotation than 3 and 4. It must be wind direction or something that's causing 3 and 4 to just not turn at all. Oh, that was the worst we've done it all race. If we do it more like that, that is going to really hurt our tires. Kind of holding steady with the 10 behind us, which is good. We're inching away from the guys behind him. Leaders haven't really checked out. They're still pretty far up there, but they haven't really gotten away from us. We'll see how quickly they start falling back, if they do fall back at all. We're doing times pretty much identical to them. Leader might be able to stay up there, but he's been running the top side. So I'm not sure if that's going to end up hurting him more than what we're doing. I definitely think the 6 going up top in 3 and 4 is hurting. He might prove me wrong. He might wind up staying way ahead of us and pulling away, but I think that is really not going to help his tires.
Pulling away from the car behind.
I was running practice, and every time I'd miss the corner, I'd go up and run that exact same line, and I just felt like I was destroying the right front. I had to turn the wheel so much
In the wall.
and drive through the tightness, and that is always what kills the tires. Try and push through it. We've opened up a gap now behind us. That's good. Still got a bunch of laps left. We're racing 2 wide up for second place. Six car might be starting to fall off a little bit. We're getting ready to be 2 wide just ahead of us. We got a real big gap behind us now. And they're almost 2 wide. The 9 car has passed the 10. I think we are reeling these leaders in. We're not even to halfway yet, so we got a whole another half of the race to close the gap. Turned the wheel a little bit more than I wanted to that time, but we got it to the bottom. We just kind of maintain. See, the pace is already falling off to the 31.7s.
If I'm passing all of you and using the tyres up.
The red car, who was the leader, has now lost the lead. He might be falling off now. He was the one running the top a couple times in 1 and 2. Just plodding along here, hoping our tires are going to be better at the end. Trying to maintain pace. That was the first time it felt like it didn't want to turn through 1 and 2, so that might start getting worse. I think we do want to move the brakes back just already. Little tapping of the brake on entry. Just helping a bit. Had somebody disconnect, maybe there was some contact somewhere.
The lead is on 31.835.
Red car has fallen off to 3rd place now. Oh man, no turn at all that time. I don't know. I think we may be hurting our tires just as bad as everyone else. I don't know if we're going to be any better at the end. We'll be past halfway next time. This would be the time where we start moving forward, I think. Kevin's fallen off a little bit. He might have used up his right front a little bit trying to pass the 6.
All right, man. 20 to go. Go get him.
He's better through 1 and 2 that time. Leaders, I think, have pulled away from us a bit now. Pulled back away. We may not end up getting anything else. We got a massive gap behind us still. So they're not catching up at least. 9 car isn't falling back that much. But he has a couple tenths. I don't know if I want to try and make this pass on the outside. We're getting big runs through 3 and 4. We can try the outside. I don't know if it's going to work at all. It's not really where I want to be. Maybe cross them over. Get a big run.
Outside. All clear, outside.
First time we've entered down there and it didn't want to turn.
You're clear high.
We complete the pass, see if we can pull away.
The lead is up 32.
Puts us back to top 5.
9. You're in 5th place.
I don't know if we'll be able to catch anybody else. Need to get back into a rhythm though. We're starting to overdrive 3 and 4 again. Might be able to track down the 6, I don't know. Oh, there's a big push nearly into the wall. That was not good. The red car is passed back up into 2nd, it looks like. And whoever's leading that thing is driving away now. We're kind of just losing touch with all these guys. Yeah, it's starting to get real tight in 1 and 2 now. We gotta be careful not on that exit. It gets real narrow. You can push up into that wall pretty easily. We're closing in on the 6. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time. Those two ahead of them start racing pretty hard side by side, then we might be able to close in on them a little bit. Man, it's not feeling good through 1 and 2. We're getting beat there. That's where we were feeling good. Uh-oh. Missed the corner entirely, almost. Six might have just grabbed the wall, but he's still got a better exit than we did. Oh, man. Starting to not make the corner in turn 3. Not what we want. They've gotten back single file up ahead. Maybe we need to move to the top side. Maybe that's where the speed's at now. Can't really close in. Well, we just hit the wall hard. Center corner. That closes the gap for us.
Outside. Still there?
He gave it away that time. We'll take advantage of that.
Gaining on the car in front. The gap is
1.2 seconds. The lead is up 32.
Tried to do the top side, I think, and it just wouldn't turn, and he ended up grabbing that wall. Black car just slammed the wall massive. The 18. That might have destroyed the right front. Might be able to get him as well. Maybe that just looked worse than it was because he's still going. We gotta be careful coming up behind people on corner exit like that. If they bounce off the wall, they could spin down into us. And they continue to bounce off the wall.
You got one inside.
We get another spot.
Clear low.
And that is their right front's going away, and we're back to 3rd. Don't think we're going to get either of these two up ahead unless we have more wall hits.
Alright, you're back in 3rd.
Only 7 laps to go, though, or 8 laps, I guess. They're 2 seconds and 3.5 seconds ahead. I think they've done a better job of saving tires, even though the 2 had been running the top side for quite a while. But I don't think we've got anything for either of them. Trying to remember to take a look at what the percentages are at the end. See how I did. I have no idea what Top Split has been doing for tire wear, but I've seen like 20, 30%, 10% for that right front wear. And if we had 40 more laps, we might be able to catch him. We're pulling in, but we're going to run out of time unless he hits the wall like the other 2 did. But he's got no reason to push that hard. He's going to be able to stay ahead of us just on speed. Well, then he goes and smacks the wall like the other 2 did. That gets us half a second. Still probably not going to have time to get there unless his right front's just gone.
You're pulling away from the car behind. We got you. 1.3.
But the more wall
You're in
hits,
a podium position.
the easier it is to hit it again. Oh man, no turn at all that time. You're almost within a second though.
The car in front. We got you. 1 second.
We're just going to have so few laps left if we get to him. It'd have to be another wall hit.
The leader just did a 32.347.
One more probably would do it for us. He's still beating us out of 2, running that high side. But ever since he hit the wall in 3 and 4, he was transitioned back to the bottom. It's probably a good idea. 3 laps to go. That was a decent run through 1 and 2 for us. Oh, it's not turning. Not turning. That felt like it took 5% out of the tire.
2 laps to go.
We are within a second, but only 2 left. 2 laps left. Leader is in some lap traffic, but they're coming to the white flag. Just a few more laps, we would have had a chance at it, but it doesn't look like we're going to get there. Surprised we were able to get this close, though. It looks like we might have a lap car to deal with here. He's going to be staying high for everybody.
Outside. You're clear high, clear high.
A good race. Good win. Didn't have enough time to get to the 2, but I will take it. Get back to 3rd. We get 0x. Took care of our tires decently well, I think.
There's the Checkered.
Probably could have done a little bit better. We obviously didn't have the speed
Great
that
job, driver.
those guys in front of us had for most of that, but we get back to them after the wall hits and the tires, so it worked
Trying
out.
to cause a wreck for him.
I will take a top 3, 0x. I could be happy with that. 53.76. Good race and good run. I'm pretty happy with 53.76. I think that is not too bad from what I've seen. Probably could have pushed it harder and maybe gained some extra speed. Probably should have transitioned to the top side at some point, but I was feeling good down there. It was starting to get pretty testy out of 2, but I was feeling okay. And it was working. We were catching them. Figured we'd stick with it, but maybe could have been faster had we gone up to the top side. It doesn't look like anybody else is going to share their tires, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the incidents. There were a few wall hits. Big stack up. The 10, I didn't see this behind us. I don't know if the 10 just missed a shift or was in the wrong gear going. That stacks up. Oh. Nothing you could do here. You're just caught in the stack up. That lost you a bunch of time. Guy in the inside lane there just didn't go. He just had to be some shifting issue or something. 8 car. He grabs the wall. A couple people grabbed the wall there out of 2 to start off. Only on lap 13 now. 10 car into the wall. Some of these wall hits in front of us looked huge. I don't know if they were actually that big. We'll see. 17 grabs it. Can't get off. Then he pulls it off, and the 20's right there, but somehow he reacts in time. Oh, he's going to go up there and get it hard here. Yeah, I was feeling like it could get there pretty quick when we were driving later in that thing. 14 into the wall. Just a big push, big push. 17's kind of low there. Puts a 17 into the wall. There's the big hit. Out of 2. That's going to be a real common place to get it. Ooh, the 11 clips the apron. That gets it a bit sideways, but he still goes up and gets the wall there. Oh, here comes that wall. Side by side. Does a good job keeping it straight, though, not pulling it off with those cars on his inside. This was the leader on lap 29. He got a pretty big hit there. I'm surprised we didn't end up catching him. I would have been interested to see what all the tires were, but no one shared, so oh well. I felt like 53 is pretty good from what I was seeing, but I don't know. Probably could have pushed it harder. 6 into the wall. This is lap 30. Is that when we were getting ready to pass them? Yes, it was. We take advantage of that. Everyone just struggling to get it to turn out of the corner. It was getting real bad in 1 and 2, just like it had started off in 3 and 4. That was the 18 just ahead of us. We just passed him for position there. He just takes it to pit road. Maybe got a meatball on the right front. But all those guys that were pushing around our outside at the beginning, you see they all fell off and ended up hitting the wall, and we got those spots back. Didn't gain anything, really. I mean, we got back to where we started, but maybe been a little bit more aggressive on the pace. We could have maybe been able to gain a bit more, but we also maybe would have hurt the tires more and just fell off harder. These guys were running the top side, and I'm surprised they didn't have worse time with the handling than they did. But it might have been a good play to go up there. Probably should have tried it for a lap, but I was afraid of hitting the wall like that and then hurting the right front even more and giving myself damage and whatnot. That's why I typically don't try the outside if I can help it, because I hit the wall. I don't think we're going to see anything else. I don't know if there's any car contact. It's not even showing wall hits anymore. It's just showing random down straightaway stuff. Here's a big cluster of cars. This is back in 13th, racing for 11th, I guess. No contact. Oh, 16 gets the wall there. 20, I think, is just hanging on. He might have got the meatball for his right front. That's it. Really, pretty dang clean race. I mean, we had that stack up at the beginning where somebody missed a shift, and I think that's where all the 4Xs came from. I think the rest, a couple 2Xs from wall hits, and then pretty much nothing else. So I will take a third place, 0X. Decent way to cap off the ARCA season after really struggling. This was a bad season, anything I did. We had some decent runs in ARCA, I think. But this is probably the best one. Did we win? I don't know. I can't remember. We might have won a race. I don't know. I can't remember this season very well. It's been pretty rough. But that's a decent way to end it for the ARCA series. Next week's week 13, and then we'll be back for season 3. So yeah, thanks for watching.